Dre Spector Boxing here with another video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the bell notification, that way you stay up to date on the latest content as I add it to the channel. Got a big fight today, and I've been meaning to put this video out all week, and I just wanted to watch a few more clips, and I could have put it out yesterday, but I got carried away with some other stuff, man. But this is gonna be a full breakdown and a prediction on Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez, and that's Vasyl Lomachenko. I'm gonna start with him, just to tell you how I see it. I see it as a classic matchup, the boxer puncher versus like the ring general. And I say the boxer puncher as being Teofimo Lopez, and the ring general is Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, Lomachenko is the type of fighter that comes out and he starts at a good pace, and he sustains that constant pressure in giving you so many different angles, boxing you, and he systematically breaks down his opponents, usually getting stoppages or just frustrating, just so much frustration that they just cannot contend. And I know that people, I think they underestimate the power of Lomachenko. I think he got good pop on his punches. Like he stays poised, and he's like that naggy fly, man, and it just won't go away, and he just keeps coming, and he giving you so many different angles that because it's his superior footwork, where he gets to turn, he turns. Man, that is a lot to deal with when you're trying to cut off the ring, when you have to try to keep your guard up, when you have to try to time your shots. That is a whole lot to deal with. Lomachenko is a superior boxer from that standpoint, and I think that is his biggest strength. I also seen him be dropped, and that's fine, because when I seen him get dropped, get up off the campus and go right back to work. And not even go back to work, he also was just more sharp. Getting off it's like a wake-up call. It's like, okay, now back to work. And he can't get lackadaisical in his like matchup with Teofimo, because Teofimo has real power, and he's a big 140-pound fighter. But I've seen Lomachenko be able to get dropped, get off the ground, and go back to work. Now, Teofimo, I think some of his strengths are like his size. He's a huge 135-pounder. He has good power. He should be competing at 140, but he has good power. And the thing of it is I just don't think he's naturally as athletic. I think it's more so of his training. He comes in good shape. He has spectacular training. But I don't see him as a natural athletic, smooth, different punches from different angles. From different angles, like I guess levels, different types of punches. I don't see all of that. It's pretty basic in the way that he fights, and I think he relies on that power a little bit too much, and he's not improving his skills. But he's still a young fighter, man. This guy only has 15 fights. He's still a young fighter, man, so he has a long way to go. And I just think he counts too much on that power, and he has decent boxing ability, but I don't think it's superior. I've seen him outbox before, and that's what I think is gonna come to play in this fight. That, and also he's a young fighter who's already had some adversity in his career mentally. The feuding with his dad, and over family issues and private matters that have became public, man. I don't like those type of signs, especially from somebody who's training you and in your corner, and then you critique them out in public. That's in-house, you keep it in-house. But it's so much that it spills over. And I believe that's going to be a big part. I actually like Senior and Lopez. He, in my opinion, has given Teofimo the confidence to be able to compete the belief to compete with Lomachenko, and I think that's great to have that backing, because somebody who believes in you as much, probably more than what you believe in yourself. And if you do have any doubt, he's helping erase that doubt. But I still think this is a little too early for him. Big stage, possibility of undisputed. I just don't think he's going to have enough experience, athleticism, and boxing ability. I think Lomachenko is going to win this fight. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be frustrating. I think it's going to get frustrating early. I don't see Lomachenko stopping Teofimo because he's a young bull. He's a young boy. He has a lot of pride, and he is not going to want to go down or stay down in a fight. This magnitude. It speaks a volume to his career moving forward, because he can easily bounce back after being 15-0 and continue his career at a high level. He's already making a name for himself with flashy KOs. So he's going to be great. He's going to bounce back from this, but I just don't see him winning this fight. I think it's going to be a lot easier one-sided fight than people think it's going to be. It may be competitive early because because of how in shape I seen and determined Teofimo is, but I think over the course of the fight, he's just going to wear down. He's just going to wear him down. It's too many angles, and he hasn't seen anything like this. I've seen him struggle with lesser competition, lesser fighters, even though he KO'd him, but it took him a while to figure it out, and it took him around to catch him. I don't think he's going to catch a sharp, on-point Lomachenko who's trying to make history. I just don't think it's going to happen. So this fight is a really good fight. On paper, it feels like a 50-50 fight. Like, my heart says Teofimo Lopez goes in here and he's, I'm rooting for him. But my mind tells me Lomachenko, what I've seen, the eye test, he passes a lot of it as far as angles. I think someone with more athleticism, who has the ability to cut off the ring a little better and get him cornered and frustrated and make it a rough fight and frustrate him in areas, is a more stylistically matchup for Lomachenko, where he cannot just dictate the pace and the way the fight is going, because he's a great ring general when he's on his pace and he's moving the way he wants to. So I don't think that Teofimo is the type of fighter that's going to be able to beat Lomachenko. I think there's some other guys out there that can pose a lot of threat and power, but Lomachenko right now is in the prime of his career. I believe that the way that he moves around the ring and the way he controls the pace of the fights, it always works out in his favor. So even if he does get caught, I think the best shot for Teofimo winning is to catch him, hurt him multiple times, because he's shown the ability to get back up and get back to work. So you're going to have to hurt this guy bad. And I just don't see him being able to land enough to hurt him bad as he's done with other opponents. So I got this going to the scorecards, and I got Lomachenko winning on decision. But I wouldn't be surprised if Lomachenko, would outbox him to the point in which they would stop the fight on the other side. But it's Senior and Teofimo, I think they have so much pride that they won't stop that fight. I think that they will go the distance, no matter to what detriment. I still think they will go the distance in this fight. And I think it's going to be, like I said, competitive early. Lomachenko will get out on the scorecards, and once he starts to frustrate Teofimo, maybe get him off his game a little bit more, you're going to see the dominance of Lomachenko. He's a masterful fighter in the ring. He moves around, turns, gets those angles, and I think that athleticism that Teofimo is lacking. I think he has natural, like, he works hard and he tries hard, but I just don't think he has that natural raw athleticism to be able to keep up with a guy like Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a beautiful poetry in motion when he's in the ring. He's moving around, turn. I've seen him turn to the point where he's on somebody's back, and it's almost unfair to the opponent. So you need to be able to prepare for that, and you need better fights coming up. You don't need KO wins. You need more experience to be able to handle a fighter like that. You need more training camps behind you. You need to have seen more fighters, seen different angles, seen different stuff. And I just don't think Teofimo has seen enough in his career, his short career. Lomachenko has an extensive amateur background, Olympic background, and then he's been fighting top caliber at the lower weights, top caliber opponents, and he's just been outclassing them. And I don't think it's going to be anything different. You know, my heart wants Teofimo. I'm going to be rooting for Teofimo tonight. I hope he knocks out Lomachenko, you know, because I think the young bull, you know, is barking for his chance. And I believe, I just don't think this is his time. I think he's just, it's a little too early. But also, I think that Teofimo is emotionally, he's not ready for this big of a matchup, a fight that comes up for undisputed. Pressure is a motherfucker. Like, pressure will bust pipes, and as much as he has to be mentally ready for something like this. And I think it's gonna come out at the end of the fight, on the back end. They're gonna talk about some of those mental issues, and I hope this don't plague him through his career. I hope he's able to get over all this, but right now I think this is just too much for him. I just don't. I love the dare to be great. I love to, you know, but I think they bark too loud too early. And I think this is more so of a senior battle because it is the feel of disrespect and the bravado that Lomachenko gives off. But he's a champion. He has the right to give off that bravado because of his performances. I've seen Lopez outbox in some matchups. Went back and looked at some fights this week between with Lomo, and I also looked at some fights with Teofimo Lopez, and I didn't see Lomachenko get outboxed, you know, in recent fights. I've seen him do the same consistent thing over and over, you know, beautiful footwork. And I've seen Lopez rely on power when he was being outboxed or being out hustled. But his power is a great equalizer, and he's you know, benefited from it. I think one of the worst things that did happen to him is the early knockout that he got in his last fight. If he could have probably got some more rounds in, maybe that could help. You know, it wouldn't change my decision because of what I've seen out of him. Like I say again, he's lacking the athleticism, the natural raw athleticism. Now, the guy is in tremendous shape, but I mean like the natural raw athleticism, God-gifted talent to be able to throw from different angles with that power. And that may come with experience. You know, he can train his way up to some of that stuff, but he just doesn't have enough for me. So I'm gonna go with Lomachenko by decision. It was easy for me to see. I'm not betting with my heart. I'm gonna bet with my mind if I'm betting on anything, which I'm not betting. But if you want to go ahead and lock that in and make your bet, Lomachenko is almost a 4-1 favorite, I think, and it's for a reason. This guy's a beautiful boxer, and he's gonna make this an easy fight. They might as well go ahead and hand over those belts to Lomachenko. It's not undisputed. I still think that he needs to sort those things out with the WBC. The WBC is doing a whole lot over there, man. A whole lot of nothing, and they fucking it up. They are fucking it up bad because now they're trying to recant on this franchise shit, and you know it's asinine. It's stupid. Now you can't get the undisputed. Like it's backwards as hell. But in any case, that's my fight prediction. The breakdown of the fight, like I said, is gonna be competitive early. 4-5. 5, I see it starting to get out of hand and one-sided, and I think it's going to be a very lopsided battle with Lopez winning few rounds after that. I just don't think he's going to be able to keep up with the pace, the natural pace and output that Lomachenko puts out. That guy continues at the same pace, giving you those same angles for 12 rounds. You're gonna have to deal with that shit all night long. So even if you do get lucky and catch him, he gets off the ground, he's still gonna go back to work. That's Dre Spective. That's all I got for you. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Fight is on tonight. I'm ready for it. Ready for a good night of fighting. Also, shout out to MLB, my Astros, Houston Astros, coming back from down 3-0 in a series, and they're trying to advance to the World Series tonight. Shout out to the Houston Astros. That's Dre Spective. That's all I got for you, and I'm out.